Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Naya here again for another review. This time it's going to be on the Starlink internet. I'm going to do this quick video showing you how it arrived, installation process, and a year later review. So let's get to it. As you can see here, when I ordered the Starlink came in one big box. It took about 5 or 6 business days. I forgot how long it did. As you can see here, I ordered the Starlink dish as well as the wall mount so I can mount it outside of my house to get the best signal possible. These kits came together compiled. They're pretty easy to do. Obviously, when you see the starting dish, when you open it, the dish is right there. Dish is majority made out of plastic. I believe the top of it might be metal since you can melt ice. The app, according to this. So yeah, so it has simple do instructions. And obviously, it's color coded with pictures, and then the cabling, the adapters, the cable out stuff, and the router as well itself too. Wall mount also comes with its own set of instructions and everything you need, drill bits, all that good stuff. Even the clips to hide the wire. I'll go ahead and show that in a bit so you can take a look at it. But yeah, that's that for that one. Once you start getting to install your Starlink, obviously you have to download the app. Go outside your house in your backyard, scan the sky. This will tell you where the closest satellite is to give you the best possible internet. So you have to scan the whole sky around you. Obviously, if you have trees, it can cause interference. So obviously that can distort your signal. So once you scan the whole sky, it'll show you results. The app will tell you, okay, cool. Once you have everything plugged in, it will show you where it's at. You connect to the Starlink. You have to load it here. Once you connect to the Starlink Wi-Fi through your phone or iPad, whatever you're using, you'll be able to continue on the app and continue the setup. For right now, I have my Starlink dish outside in the backyard, just laying on the floor, just facing to the sky to just try to get it set it up. So there you go. Once you pair the dish to the router, you can see there it shows you offline. Obviously, you have to configure everything, configure the Wi-Fi name. You can name it whatever you want, your name, your dog's name, whatever else. Once you do that, it'll apply the Wi-Fi settings to it. That way, everyone else in your house can see this router and know which one it is. So there we go. Now you see that it's online. Obviously, it's downloading updates. This thing does download updates periodically, depending on how far they roll out. But this app gives you a lot of information. Here's a statistic app, which gives you all this nerd stuff that I have no idea what the hell it means. But you know what? YOLO, it has some good information for those who know what that means. You can see a network. You can obviously buy more than one router and do like a little mesh system. However, I don't recommend buying the Starlink routers. They're not that great. And they're expensive as hell. They're like $250 a pop. And they're not that great. You're better off buying like a TP-Link or a Netgear router or the other mesh system you have and do it from there. But obviously, you can restart the routers through the app, look at all these settings. You can give real-time feedback so that Starlink is aware of how it's performing. And you can see a diagram there. Obviously, that diagram just shows my one router, but later on, you'll see how it shows my 3 routers and how it's wired up and that white line. Show you how it's linked. Again, here's all that extra info of how your internet is performing. So you can go ahead and look into it. You also have a speed test. So obviously, I did a speed test. Since I got it about a year and a half ago, my average speeds that I've been getting are roughly about 100 to 150 megabits, depending on the time of day. I thought this app was trying to like shamalama you and tell you that you're getting faster than what you really are. So I went ahead also and tested it on the third-party app, the other speed test app, whatever you'll see in a bit. But you can also do an advanced speed test, so I can show you how fast it's getting from the internet to the router, from the router to your device, and go on and so forth. Like I said, obviously, if you plan on getting the mesh system, I don't recommend going with the Starlink mesh system. It's not that great, but I mean, I have it. It's been working fine, but I've had better connectivity with other mesh systems. But like I said, to each their own. Obviously, according to the what are they called, technical support guys, they say that the routers can get interference from just being next to a window, to the wall, to metal, to a bunch of stuff. So obviously, that can deter your signal. Here you see the speed test going through. So, like I said, I've been averaging about 150 megabits daily. Sometimes during the day, I get about 60 or 50, depending on congestion. Sometimes at night, I get about 300. It varies, but so far it's been steady. I typically run my normal stuff, my Wi-Fi appliances like my light bulbs, my router, my security cameras, obviously my Apple TV, my iPad, all the phones in the house, and obviously all that's running on the Wi-Fi. And so far, I haven't had any issues. And here we go. Here's a third-party app. that I tried doing so I could verify the speed, so I would make sure I'm not getting gypped on it, obviously. But as you can see, I was getting similar speeds. I didn't. It wasn't much different. So you can see that the speed the Starlink app has been showing me it's pretty accurate. Like I said, it sometimes gets congested and it might slow down. So typically, when that happens, if you really need fast speeds, I just restart the router or the dish. Once you restart it, it kicks back on and it gives you decent speeds again. So you're good to go up and running again. But there you go. Obviously, uploads are crap. It's not that great, but I mean, it gets the job done. I know Spectrum here in my area was offering about 500 megabits download and upload, which is obviously great compared to this. So I just couldn't get it because they had to dig it on the street and charge me about 10 grand to do that stuff. So I wasn't having it. All right, so here you go. Here you see the Starlink app. I'm doing another speed test. This is literally a year later after I've got it installed. As you can see, this is one of those times where I've been getting slow speeds. You can see if it's 7 megabits is not that great. But here you go, how you can see the updated app. And again, I paired it with I tested out with the third-party app as well too. And let's see what that one shows me. Yeah, so similar speeds, obviously, as you can see. So obviously during this time, the Starlink was having whatever was having issues with speed. So I hear rumors that I guess when the satellites are passing over you, so obviously when it's satellites, your speed will diminish. I don't know. I haven't confirmed it. I just know that sometimes I get faster speeds, sometimes I get slower speeds, depending on time of day. I mean, a year later review. So far, I haven't had any issues with Starlink. It's been great so far. Has been reliable. Maybe I've only had maybe a total of 1 or 2 outages the past year and a half I've had it. And the outages lasted maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours long. I think the most it lasted was 3 hours. So here you go. As you can see how I mounted to the side of the house. Kit comes with everything. Comes with drill bits, silicone to put in there. And obviously you can see I ran the cable. It also comes with those clips so you can hide the cable, as you can see. Those clips are very stiff, so be mindful that you're gonna have to actually use your big boy hands and actually use strength to go ahead and put those bad boys in there. But as you can see, it's pretty stable, pretty sturdy. I've had windy days here in California, and the dish has stayed steady. Obviously, some of the part of the wall mount is plastic, some of it's metal, so just be aware of that. I was gonna mount it on there on the roof, but I figured this is much easier, no obstructions, it's a piece of cake, and I don't have to worry about going on top of my roof and breaking some tiles. I used to have the dish here on the grass in the middle, but obviously I had to mount it because kids were going around it and it was getting dirty. So there you have it. If you're interested in getting Starlink, I do recommend it. So far, it's been reliable. However, obviously it's a little pricier side, but it's reliable and you don't have to worry about any other cables going to your house. Just plugging the dish outside, run the cables to your modem, and from there you're good to go. If you're interested in getting it, I'll put I'll put a referral link in the bottom of the description. If you sign up using my referral link, you will get a month free, as well as I will get a month free, so everyone wins. Any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and throw them in there, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and have a great one.